Hi everyone, I'm Alexa with the Body Sanctum team. I know everyone is stuck at home and we're all kind of trying to come up with things to do while at home. So today I'm going to show you a little bit of a self-care video, which will help especially for people who are still working from home on computers. Obviously you don't have your work desk with you, so you might be at a little bit of an uncomfortable desk height or chair height, and you might be straining your neck a bit using maybe a laptop instead of a computer. So today I'm going to show you just some different techniques for neck massage that you can either give to your partner or your housemates, and you can do a little bit of a trade to just do a little self-care for all of us at home. So I'm going to start by using coconut oil for the massage. I also like to use grapeseed oil, but whatever you have at home should be fine. Just know that if you use something like olive oil, the person's skin is going to smell like it. So just be aware of that. You can always throw some essential oils in there as well if you'd like. I'm just going to put it all over. So first we just want to start by warming up the muscles. So the neck muscles go down like this, and kind of go down and across. So we like doing a lot of moves that are going to go down along the muscle fibers to help warm it up. So just going down, I like to use my palm because that way I actually don't have to use that much effort on my body. I can just use body weight. So I'm just on my knees on the couch, and then I'm just using my body weight with my palm. It's a nice broad surface, so it feels a little bit like a deeper pressure, but it doesn't feel intense because it's not an elbow or a knuckle. It's just a nice broad movement, and I'm just going downwards along the muscle fibers with it. Then we also can always do some cross fibers. So cross fibers are going to go in the opposite direction of the muscle fibers. So since our muscle fibers go downwards, we're going across. So you can use your fingers for that. And you can do any backwards or forwards. I find generally for me, pushing with my fingers forwards is a little bit easier for me to get in deeper. And then pulling backwards, it feels a little bit of softer pressure, but whatever feels more comfortable for you. You can even use two hands if you want. So we want to make sure that we really get that trap involved. The reason is because when you're working at a desk, your shoulders are forward, your head is down, and you're kind of slumping forward. So you're really overstretching that trap muscle. So we want to keep the head up, bring the shoulders back. So we really want to loosen up that trap. So the trap muscles actually do attach here into the neck bones, into the cervical spine. So you really will end up alleviating neck pain by loosening up these shoulders over here. So it's really great getting down into that trap. You also will want to get into this occipital ridge over here. So we've got the skull and then the neck muscles attached to the base of the skull, which is called the occipital ridge. A lot of people get tension headaches from there, and a lot of times when someone comes into the spa and says they have headaches, this is generally the first place that I go to see if this is where it could be coming from. And when I put pressure on the occipital ridge, generally people feel as if they're getting a headache in their forehead. So that shows me that they have some really tight spots in there. So you can really just do some nice circular movements. You can go across right along the bottom of that skull right there. If the person has longer hair, you might just want to use a little bit of extra coconut oil so that it doesn't feel like you're pulling their hair. But both of those will feel good. I find with my fingers I can do a little bit of better pressure up here than I can with my thumb. And then now that we've gotten him pretty warmed up, we'll do a nice and easy stretch that's really easy for me as the giver of the massage. So what I'm going to do is use my forearm, and I'll just put some pressure with my forearm on his shoulder. So I'm actually just leaning on him. I'm not really having to push down at all. I'm just using my body weight. And then Brett's going to turn his head to the side and try to touch his left shoulder, his chin to his left shoulder. So we'll have him in a neutral position. I'll put some pressure on, and then we'll have Brett move over. How does that feel, Brett? Good. So generally, to get it loosened up, you'll want to hold it between 10 and 30 seconds. The best way to know if it's getting loosened up, if you aren't a massage therapist, is just to ask the person you're massaging if it's starting to feel less intense. So when it starts to feel less intense, you'll know you've loosened up that muscle. You will want to try avoid using the elbow itself on the muscle, just because it'll be really intense in that case, and you don't want to risk hurting the person at all. So just using that forearm will give just a nice stretch. So you're just pinning down the muscle and stretching it. If you found this video helpful at all, or if there's anything else that you'd like to see or have something explained a little bit better, please comment below or just send us a DM. We want to give you the best content while you're at home during this quarantine time to not only learn these new skills, but also just be able to have a little bit of self-care at home. So just let us know.